Hi, hello, I'm Mel. I hope you're having a wonderful day/night. Grab your drink, alcoholic or not, and let's get to chismeando. Today I'm having a Diet Coke. I'm inspired by two YouTubers, Charlotte Dobre and r/. I'm not as funny as Charlotte, and I'm not as emotionally stable as r/. But I'm an emotionally unstable mess with a whole lot of opinions. I will be linking all of the stories I am going to be sharing today in the description below. Thank you for being here for my first video. This first story is from r/Am I the A-hole? It's by spirited_series_2532. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my coworker move after she called me lazy in front of the whole office?
Child. Anyway, so.
Hi everyone. I, 29F, have a coworker, 32F, who recently moved to a new apartment a few weeks ago. During a team lunch, she jokingly called me lazy because I mentioned I hired someone to assemble my new furniture instead of doing it myself. Everyone laughed, including me at the time, though I felt a little awkward about it. Fast forward, she sent out an email asking if anyone could help her move over the weekend. She even came to my desk and asked me personally. I politely declined, saying I had plans, which I did, just a relaxing weekend to recharge. She rolled her eyes and said, "Of course, you're too lazy to help." That rubbed me the wrong way. I told her straight up that I didn't appreciate being called lazy and that I wasn't going to help someone who disrespects me. Some coworkers are saying I'm being petty and that moving is stressful, so I should have just helped. So am I the asshole for standing my ground and not helping? Honestly, no, I don't see you as being the asshole. Who wants to help anybody that's being disrespectful? And honestly, for the people telling you that you were being petty and that you should have just helped out, you shouldn't have asked for their opinion. Their opinion was wrong. No. No. You're not in the wrong for not wanting to help somebody, and your coworker is absolutely in the wrong for being an asshat and doing that to you in front of not only your other coworkers, but to decide that you're being lazy because you said no to helping her. She's not entitled to your help. Nobody is entitled to your help. So in order for her to think that it's okay to say that is very immature of her. For being 32, I'd expect more maturity than that. The second story is from r/Am I the asshole? It's by downtown_roll_3760. Am I the asshole for embarrassing my husband for saying I baby trapped him? Hi, this is a throwaway. To put it bluntly, me and my husband had a surprise baby while we were young. I was on long-term birth control at the time, implanting my arm, and I had to have it removed after we found out I was pregnant. Last week, we were out for dinner with friends, and he was making jokes and slipped in about how he thinks I baby trapped him.
That was fucking scary. My heart's going pitter-patter, pitter-patter. I feel sick like I could throw up. Look at my lips. Why would they be red like that?
No reason for it. Nothing to back up this crazy accusation. Never mentioned it before, but I guess drunk words are sober thoughts.
What? Oh. Okay.
Our friends obviously looked a bit shocked and uncomfortable, especially when they saw my face. I asked my husband what the heck he was on about, and he was saying how it was weird that we'd been sleeping together for 4 years and then I randomly got pregnant. I responded by asking him a flurry of questions, like, "Oh, did I baby trap you for your money?" He and his family were broke, mine is well off. And did I baby trap you for your house? We lived in one of my parents' properties at the time. Did I baby trap you for your cars? He didn't have a license at that point.
Oh my god, he's dead? No!
respond, and then our friends changed the subject. He's been giving me basically the silent treatment ever since. Only one-word answers, and only when I speak to him. By the way, since having our first, we have been married for 3 years, bought a house with my deposit, and had 2 more children. This completely caught me by surprise, but he really seemed quite upset by this. I know it was cruel to embarrass him, but a common phrase in my area is, "Don't dish it out if you can't take it." Am I the asshole? Edit. We are 25, we have been together for 10 years, and are married for 3. We had our first when we were 19. Our relationship has been happy and healthy. I absolutely adore our family of 5 plus 2 fur babies, and we have supported each other through major life events over the past decade. The friends we were with are relatively new ones, and are obviously not going to know about our first child's surprise conception. I'm 100% sure my husband doesn't genuinely think I baby trapped him. I think it was a very poor joke where I was the punchline, and I opened my mouth before I had time to think. I have apologized for embarrassing him with my response, and he has, of course, apologized for his inappropriate joke, and has clarified to our friends. Thank you for your opinions, tips, and advice, and help give some clarity and outside insight before having a proper discussion with him about the incident. Honestly, I can't say you're an asshole. I can't say he's an asshole. It's not my relationship. I'm looking in from out. I don't know how you guys are. I don't know how you guys play around. So maybe this could have been like a snowballing thing where you have allowed so many jokes that he thought it was okay. It could have been that it was a buildup of little things that just kind of just. I think you're kind of an asshole for that because you guys are married. You guys should be able to like talk things out. He was 100% an asshole to the 10th degree, utmost degree, but like it wasn't okay to start talking shit in front of friends. No, I don't think you should have taken it laying down. Because again, it was fucked up. But I don't think it was okay to do that in front of friends. I think the best course of action would have been to like wait until everybody left and talk to him. Am I the asshole for telling my soon-to-be ex-mother-in-law that she's the one who taught her son he could cheat and think he could get away with it?
Well, first of all, whore.
About 3 weeks ago, I found out my husband has been cheating on me. The day I found out, I packed bags for me and the kids and left. I did not confront him about the cheating. I just let him know that our marriage was over, but that I hope to work with him on an amicable divorce and custody arrangement. Of course, he did not. He did all the cliche begging, crying, swearing he would change. It was a mistake, and it meant nothing, blah, blah, blah. I said, that's nice. Well, let me know where to send the divorce papers.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment.
He was shocked. He told me before that his dad cheated on his mom, but she was able to forgive him. He must have expected me to do the same. Oh, ew. I even get married if that's your mentality. That's not okay. That's nasty, icky. Ew. Like, he saw how his mom, like, how can you sit there and watch your mom get hurt and then decide, you know what, I'm going to do that to the mother of my children? Like, what? Since then, I only communicated with him about the girls. He's running in circles trying to get me to react to anything else he says. I give him nothing. He has begged me to just talk to him. I said there's nothing to talk about. My MIL confronted me outside the gymnastics gym. I was going to handle I was going to hand the girls off to her so they could spend time with Dad. Emma told me that she was very disappointed in the way that I was handling all of this, that she expected more maturity from me, and that she hopes it doesn't impact the girls negatively long term. I let her say what she wanted. She is allowed to have her opinion, but she looked at me waiting for a response of some kind. So I asked her, "Why are you directing your anger at me when your son is the one who ended this marriage?" She said that I'm the one who chose to end the marriage, not him. That he was willing to work on this, that he was willing to work on it and go above and beyond to prove that it was a mistake and all that nonsense. And how it was the most shocking how cold I've become. That I won't even talk to him. Bro, shut up. Nah.
No.
Like, it's why do they think that it should fall on you to shoulder the burden of allowing him to quote unquote fix the mistake that he caused? Like, he cheated. End of discussion. Point blank, period. He's the one that cheated. He stepped out of the marriage. If he hadn't done that, you guys would have been fine. Married for I don't know how many years. You know, the girls would have still had both of their parents together, but he chose to step out of the marriage. So why must you be the one to fix the problem? I said, well, what is there to say? He decided to end the marriage. The time to go to marriage counseling was before he did what he did. There's nothing left to salvage. He made the decision and now he lives with the consequences. She was getting herself all worked up and upset. Oh, boo-hoo. Don't you feel bad for tearing apart the family? Don't you want your daughters to grow up in a stable home? How could you walk away after all this time? She said she couldn't imagine breaking up her family over something like this. I said, well, maybe if you had, your son wouldn't think he can cheat without consequences. You're the one who taught him this. She got that big shocked look on her face, told me that I was being needlessly cruel. I was being a needlessly cruel monster over all of this. And oh boo fucking who, she's disappointed. I'm not keeping the girls from him. I'm being helpful with those arrangements, and I plan to be generous when it comes to splitting time. I have no interest in taking anything that wasn't mine when we entered into the marriage. But somehow I'm the cruel monster? How? You're not. You're not. Honestly, she's projecting the disappointment onto you because it's better than admitting that she was wrong in staying with her husband and that her son was in the wrong. She's prioritizing her family and her own opinion over the reality of the truth, which is that she and raised her son to be a woman that thinks cheating is okay. Can you honestly stay with somebody who's broken your trust so deeply? Like, honestly, do you fully trust your husband again? I wouldn't. I can't fully trust somebody like that again if they do that to me. All the hurt, the betrayal, everything I feel in that moment, how can you possibly get back from that? Your son grew up to be an entitled piece of shit that thinks that he can do whatever he wants. Who knows how long the cheating has been going on? He could have been cheating since before they got married. It being a quote-unquote mistake doesn't change that he did it. If there was something going on, he should have talked about it. But he chose not to. He thought it was easier to cheat on her than to actually work out any problems he had, if he even had problems. That's the kind of man that she raised. Shit. That's the kind of boy she raised. Because that's not a man. A man does not cheat on his woman. Period. Got a little worked up there. Question by the asshole. This one is by... how do I pronounce that? Ilraya? Shade. Am I the asshole for telling my husband I'm glad his mom died before she could meet our baby? Okay, I know how that sounds, but hear me out. My husband's mom was a nightmare. Like Lifetime movie villain level. She called me a gold digger for marrying her precious son. He's a fucking accountant, not email. And forgot to invite me to family holidays for 3 years. And once mailed him a framed photo of his ex-girlfriend with a note saying, the one that got away. Oh, hell no. Ew. Why are people like this? Why are people like this? When we announced our pregnancy, she said, I'll believe it when I see the DNA test. The genuine disgust I feel in this moment of time that people like this actually exist. Is it cruel that I don't think you're an asshole? Is it cruel that I'm seeing where you're coming from and I'm agreeing with you? And that's I'm not even halfway through the story, or am I? Yeah, I'm not even halfway there yet. And I'm kind of just like, yeah. I kind of feel like a shitty person. She died suddenly last year, car accident. I didn't cry. My husband was a wreck, obviously. And I held him through it. But inside, relief, deep, ugly relief. Fast forward to now. Our daughter is 4 months old. Last night, a husband got drunk and tearful, saying, I wish mom could have held her just once. And I, sleep deprived and still sore from breastfeeding, just snapped. Thank God she didn't. She would have made our kid feel like she would have made her kid feel like shit. The way she did me. Silence. Then he called me a heartless bitch and slept on the couch. Part of me knows I crossed the line, but another part stands by it. She was cruel, and death doesn't erase that. He's grieving a mom who wasn't real, the version he wished she was. Meanwhile, I'm over here with stretch marks and a baby who finally sleeps. Just not sorry. So am I the asshole, or is this one of those cases where the truth is an asshole, but it needed to be said? This one's a tough one. Honestly. Like, it's okay to have those opinions. How far after the car crash did you say that? 4 months after the crash, I'm assuming? I'm assuming it was 4 months after the crash. I don't know. But to me, that's too soon. That's like way too soon to be saying anything like that. You may have meant it, but right now your husband did not need to hear that. Hope you guys liked it. I will see you next time. Bye.